I'm not only just the mayor of Dalton, I'm also the supervisor of Township. And the crazy part about it all is I'm constantly attacked for dumb shit. Yeah. Because people can't control me or get certain things from me. Okay.
We have 14900 in Greenwood, right here at the new coming soon Dog Police Station number 2. You like to see that? Dog Police Station number 2. Right? Y'all keep saying stuff. I told you. Y'all gotta pay attention to what it is I truly do here. The problem everybody got is they cannot control me. So y'all with all the mess and lip boxing, chill with the channel.
The township lawyer resigned. Okay. I guess him and Tiffany probably wasn't agreeing on things. He probably said, no, this is you're stepping out of your boundaries. Probably that's what legal counsel does. And his hands was tied. If you want to operate under the rule of the law, he's like, no, I can't advise you on the stuff you're doing. But this is from Ansel Glink and is dated to Mayor Henyard and the village board members. It says, on behalf of Glink PC, I regret to inform you that we are resigning from our position. We are resigning from our position as village attorneys effective immediately. As is our ethical obligation, we will continue to provide legal service to the village in the litigation matters as we are handling and to make sure the village legal interests are represented in those cases until the village board has successfully appointed another attorney or law firm and compensated us for our work on those files. While we do not generally resign from serving the public clients, while we share the support of the majority of the governing body, it has become increasingly clear that Mayor Henyard is uncomfortable communicating with attorneys from our firm. This makes it challenging for us to perform work as the village attorneys. She is probably holding information because she knows she's doing wrong. Why would you hold information from your attorney? Your attorney is there to represent you, and they actually need to know what's really going on. And then they'll tell you, oh, we probably could get away with this, but this might not fly. That's what attorneys do. You're probably holding information from the attorney because you know you're in the wrong, and they're probably legally obligated to let it be known with the village, the board, because it has everything to do with the village. Anywho, so in instance, we believe the highest and the best act of public service would to be remove ourselves from the daily legal work of the village of Dalton and to concentrate our services in public arenas where the elected official who serve as the chief executive also value and respect our contributions of professionals. With respect to electoral board meeting schedules for Wednesday, it is our understanding that attorney Michael Casper will initially convene the meeting. I note that my former law partner, Shanti Rains, is named on village website. Rains was sworn in as a judge last week and can no longer serve as an attorney. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The lawyer resigned. Legal counsel resigned. And I don't know what type of pending cases they have. I found 2 pending cases. One was from they're holding information from the clerk in Allison Key individually as a village clerk of the village of Dalton versus Tiffany Henyard. Okay. This is basically a complaint for mandamus, injunctive, and declaratory relief. You need to let her do her job. As the FOIA officer, Key is responsible for receiving FOIA requests issued to the village of Dalton, ensuring that the village of Dalton responds to the FOIA requests in a timely fashion, compiling documents responsive to the FOIA requests, issuing written responses, and providing records. The FOIA requires public bodies like the village of Dalton to comply with or deny the request for public records within 5 business days after receipt. When the FOIA officer received the request for the documents, they are not maintained by her office. The FOIA officer or her deputy forwards the FOIA request to the relevant department head or department staff perform the search for the requested records. These department heads and department staff operate under supervision and authority of the mayor. Since January the 1st, the FOIA officers' emails and requests for responsive documents have largely gone unanswered to the department heads and staff. Why are you trying to sabotage this type of work? Because if someone's requesting information and you don't give it to them, that means you could deny whatever they're trying to claim. You don't got no information. And that's what Tiffany Henyard said. Prove what you're trying to say. Prove it. You don't got the information. And that's why she does a lot of mental gymnastics and word gymnastics when people are questioning her. Okay? That's a classic liar. Classic liars do that. Let me just enlarge this so you guys can see. State numerous FOIA requests and learned that the mayor Henyard directed department heads and employees not to respond to the FOIA officer request for responsive documents. You're going to get fired. That's what they say in the next bullet point. Department heads and employees have abided by this directive in fear of losing their job. As a result, the FOIA officer has over 30 FOIA requests that have not been answered in violation of this act or whatever law it is. The FOIA officer has been subject to repeated injuries from FOIA requesters as to the status of their requests. The FOIA officer has been unable to provide the requesters with the documents requested or realistic time frame for when the FOIA request can be answered. The mayor's directive to not respond or provide responsive records of the FOIA officer is in violation of the language of spirit of the Freedom of Information Act. A mayor does not have the authority to direct officials and employees to violate applicable laws. At least 6 unanswered FOIA requests are currently the subject of requester review with the Attorney General, Public Access Counselor. So y'all the Attorney General is asking for some This is why she's in trouble. Like I said, FBI has questioned people, I guess, around Tiffany Henyard. And it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time before they come in with like subpoenas and they're just gonna start raiding offices, the FBI, because you're not gonna just not respond to what they're asking for, because we're talking about the federal government now. And it says, furthermore, if the FOIA lawsuit is brought, the court could issue a civil penalty between $25,000 to $5,000 for each occurrence if it is found that the village willfully and intentionally failed to comply with the act. The penalty would be the expense of the Dalton taxpayers. Monetary damages are not appropriate to resolve these issues, and plaintiff has no adequate remedy at law. So they're basically saying you got to do it. They're trying to make Tiffany comply with the law. And then that's why they're trying to put an injunction so she won't be able to tell people what to do. And if they put an injunction on her, they probably could fine her or put her in jail. Anyway, so this is this lawsuit with Allison Key. Now, remember Tiffany Henyard said, hey, she told that one trustee, you need to go to school and learn how to do your job. Learn how to do your job and maybe come back so you could do your job properly. If y'all don't remember that, go back to my last video, because that's what she told this young lady before she fired her. And apparently these people, they really know how to do their job, and they're pretty abreast with the law, because they know who to go to. Hey, we need to file an injunction on Tiffany Henyard. Okay, and so this next lawsuit that I found, now this is just me doing a Google search. It's about Lacey Place LLC. Tiffany is mad because Lacey Place didn't make a donation to their campaign. She's like, I didn't see you on my campaign donation, so I'm gonna hold your liquor license. And that's what this complaint is saying. They're trying to get an injunctive relief against Tiffany Henyard because she's a damn tyrant. Okay, they give the address. It's located in Dalton. That's their place of business. And Tiffany Henyard is the mayor and the liquor control commissioner of Village Dalton. Since it's just a small town, 20,000 people, she holds the power of she wears a lot of hats. After this, they probably gonna look at like, maybe we need to write in some things. Even though she holds that duty, we need to put some boundaries or some red tape so one person can't administer everything. It will be like a collective thing. And I guess that's what your board of trustees are for, right? But maybe she's not using them. She's just going off willy-nilly like Nino Brown. And she's doing all this stuff. Tiffany Henyard, the mayor. Well, let's start right here. Lacey Place is a bar and video gaming establishment located in the Village of Dalton, licensed by Illinois Liquor Control Commissioner. And it has a true and accurate copy of Lacey Place state liquor license is attached. Okay, so Dalton is a home rule municipality within Cook County with the local jurisdiction of issuing and renewing license for establishments. Okay, and it says at all times, Lacey Place has applied and maintained valid state and local liquor license. A true and accurate copy of Lacey Place local license issued by Village of Dalton is attached. April 2023, Lacey Place began making efforts to renew its local liquor license with the village. As the license was set to expire on April the 30th, Lacey Place communications with ILCC. Okay, whatever. Lacey Place was told by the village agents that the village is refusing to renew all liquor license until the village completes its tax audit. However, the village stated that they wouldn't continue to allow all business to operate past the expiration of their local license until completion of the audit. From April 2023 through the present date, the village has not completed its tax audit, and Lacey Place liquor license has not been renewed by the village since its expiration of April the 30th, 2023. It says, however, upon information and belief, the underlying reason for the village refusal to renew the Lacey Place liquor license is due to the mayor of Dalton refusal to renew the license to establish of who did not support her contribute to her political campaign. I'll shut you down since you didn't contribute to my political campaign. I don't agree with your politics. I don't need to contribute to your political campaign. This is a place of business. We're not trying to get political here. Maybe I voted for the other guy. Lacey Place state liquor license is set to expire on July the 31st, 2023, which the plaintiff will be incapable of renewing without Dalton's renewal of their local liquor license. So you got to renew your local to renew your state. Okay, and it says Dalton has not provided Lacey Place with a letter or any form of writing to share with the state control commissioning, justifying its basis for not renewing plaintiff's liquor license. as it currently stands, to no fault of its own, Lacey Place is incapable of renewing the state liquor license. And it says, upon the expiration of the state liquor license, Lacey Place will be incapable of serving alcohol to its patrons and therefore unable to operate its business in the village. The Illinois Gaming Board requires the establishment with the licensed video gaming terminals have valid and effective liquor license to operate its video gaming terminals. So they just basically going to get shut down. At all times, Lacey Place has remained in good standing with the state and the local liquor control commissioner, and there has never been an issue at the Lacey Place Dalton location that would in any way jeopardize its ability to hold a valid liquor license. And it goes on. They're not going to be able to serve their customers, and their reputation will be ruined on no fault of their own with the state's commissioner. They're saying it's a violation of due process rights. Lacey Place reasserts that it incorporates by reference and allegations contained in paragraphs. Every person who, under color of any statute, ordinance, regulation, custom, or usage of any state subjects or cause the subjects of any citizens of the United States or other persons within the jurisdiction thereof to deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities. They're basically saying what she's doing is unconstitutional. They state the 14th Amendment on the United States Constitution and also the Illinois Constitution. Mayor Tiffany Henyard is being unreasonable and is malicious and disregards to the due process, and she's acting in a violation of the constitutional rights of Lacey Place. Why is she doing that? Because they didn't make a campaign donation. Just like that one guy, the guy that had the trucking company that we saw yesterday. She shut his business down because she found out that he wasn't a supporter of her. Oh, okay. Did I get any donations from him? And he's a business. He should have supported my campaign. But he didn't. You can't force people to support you. Everybody doesn't like you. You want 100% of the vote, but everybody doesn't like you. They don't need to like you. You were elected official. You got popularity of the vote. I think they said she won by 80% of the vote. A lot of mayors don't win 80% of the vote. Your job is to do accordance to the law and do what you're supposed to do with the city. You're the township supervisor in the township. Instead of trying to turn it up, Tiffany makes Marion Barry looks like George Washington. Marion Barry was smoking crack, and Tiffany making him look like he was the George Washington or Abraham Lincoln for that. Oh my goodness.